What is going on, YouTube? It's your boy Spanko. Wait. If you guys are new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button and liking this video if you enjoy the content. Now, this is a deck that has been widely asked for on the channel. Like, I've gotten so many comments saying, can we get the deck profile? Can we get the deck profile? Lightning Overdrive is finally out, so I can finally do a full deck profile of this for you guys. Now, wait. I know you guys are going to say,
Spanko, you've been doing Dino content for so long now.
I know. We've been prepping for this format, and I'm actually been prepping like so much for this format, but I promise I'm done. No more Dino stuff after this. I don't want to keep boring you guys with the same stuff, so we're going to get into some new content after this. But because this was so highly requested, I really wanted to get this profile out of the way and explain to you guys my card choices and why I think Dino is going to be a top tier meta contender deck in this format. I think it's going to be like probably number 2 in this format, maybe even the best deck in this format. So it's going to be that good, I'm being honest with you. So if you guys enjoy, make sure to like, subscribe like I said before, and I'm not going to hold you guys up for any longer, so on to the video. Alright, so here it is, the official Scrap Dino deck profile 2021 post Lightning Overdrive until at least July 1st if they don't ban anything. This is the official profile. I'm not playing, I'm just going to preface the video, or I'm going to preface this by saying this is not playing the Nat Beast combo, not playing the Crystron combo, because although those combos are good, I feel like they overextend and you just do too much in those combos. Like if your Hulk gets stopped in those combos, then I feel like you're just losing too much, and the ceiling is not so much better that you want to risk losing those. So this is the official Spanko Dinosaur, Scrap Dinosaur I should say, deck profile post Lightning Overdrive. It could change if, you know, format changes, but I think this is going to be the second best deck in the format. All right, chat, let's go. So we're starting off here with 3 Oviraptor, obviously. Best card in the deck. You normal summon it, everyone knows what this does. You normal summon it, you search, you pop. Oviraptor, best card, best normal summon in the deck. Your only normal summon in the deck. Well, technically it's not your only one, but it's one of your best ones. 3 Misk, the most, bro. Have you read Misk?
Have you read Misk?
Like, this card's busted. So 3 Misk, obviously. 2 Arco. Now, let me, like, this is the one thing I wanted to say about Arco as well. Is the thing with Arco is if this card, if Ovi gets hit, right? So if Ovi somehow goes to 1 or 2 or something, you just max out on Arco, and what you want to do is actually play a 3rd baby. So I'm only playing 2 baby, 1 petite. If this goes to 1, then you play 3 of this and you max out on this, because Arco baby is still full combo. So you just normal summon Arco pop baby, it's still full combo. But right now you're playing these ratios because Ovi's just a better normal summon. Yeah, this is why you play these ratios for right now, but just in the future, if this does get banned, or if not banned, but if it goes to hit to 1 or something, even if Fossil Dig gets hit, which I'll talk about later, but if Fossil Dig or this gets hit, you just play 3 Arco, 3 baby, and then you still have full combo. You can do whatever you want. So I think this is why I think this is going to be the best decks. Literally, unless Misk gets banned. If Misk goes to 1, it's fine. If Misk gets banned, that's the only situation I could see. Like, even if Misk goes to 1, you just go play 3 and you play 3 and 3 of this, just to fill these spots in. But if this gets banned, it's going to be a bad problem. So it just has to not get banned. If it goes to 1, it's fine. If it gets banned, then we're in a pickle. 1 Giant Rex, obviously best extender in the deck. I know a lot of people cut this, actually. I don't think cutting it is a smart decision. The card's too good. In a lot of situations, the card's too good, especially in the grind game. This card's insane. We got the double Conductor, 1 Pank. That's just standard, I think, Dino ratios, and I don't think this would be changed up. No Quandax or Phoenix, fair enough. They're easy to stop. 1, they're easy to stop. And 2, I just feel like if you it's not necessarily overextending, but if you extend too far and you get to the Crystron stuff or the Hulk or all of that kind of stuff, and it just somehow just makes your deck a lot more open to hit by hand traps. So the thing is, again, with Misk, is if I'm doing my combos, realistically the only thing in the combo they can hit is like, let's say the Misk resolves, the only thing in the combo they can hit is my Scrap Wyvern. Whereas if my Misk resolves and I'm doing all the Hulk Fibrax and all that stuff, then it's like now my Hulk is susceptible to an Imperm or something like that. My Hulk, my Crystron, all my stuff gets more susceptible to stuff, and that's why I didn't want to play it. So I'm just like, you know what, I want to play as, this is kind of like as safe as possible, but again, the end boards are going to be just as good. So the only thing the Phoenix and the Quandrax does for you is it gets rid of back row for you, which is actually obviously a good thing. But the thing is, if you end up going first anyways, and you're making a board, it doesn't matter if your opponent sets 4. Like, if they're going second, they set 4, it doesn't matter. Because you're going to have a Savage, you're going to have Logia on the field, so that's already 2. Your Apollo won't be doing anything in the combo. Yeah, your Apollo won't be doing anything because obviously your Apollo is not going to stop back row. but just like having the Logia Savage is honestly good enough. Then Scrap Engine, you're playing small Scrap Engine, and that's why I think this deck is insane, because the Scrap Engine isn't big. You're playing 2 Raptor, 1 Golem, 1 Chimera. Raptor's a really good normal summon low-key, so that's why you can play 2. Even if you draw one of them, you can still full combo. This with Lost World is really good, so that's why you still want to play triple, or not triple, but double Scrap Raptor, because the card is better than just it being at a 1-of. I'm looking at this deck in real life, and on EDO, swapping Ash and Nib with Droll and Lancia, because I want to have a fighting chance this format. Lancia is going to be one of the best hand traps in this format, actually, if not the best hand trap in the format, and I was actually just about to get into hand traps. I'm playing 3 Ash and 3 Lancia in the main deck, and then I'm also playing 3 Imperm. So this is my hand trap lineup. I'm playing 9 hand traps, 3 Ash, 3 Lancia, 3 Imperm. I think Lancia is going to be the best hand trap in the format. Droll could be really good, so you can swap Imperm for Droll, to be honest with you. I think Imperm is just really good, because again, if you end up going up against the mirror match, and they are playing the Halka Fibrax stuff, and you Imperm the Halk, they get put in a really weird position. Also going second, Imperm's not bad, because even if your opponent can make a board and you draw into this like as your 6th card, it's kind of unfortunate, but if you do draw into this as your 6th card, it's not that bad, because let's say they make a board, you can like Imperm one of their monsters. Let's say they have like 3 or 4 negates set up. You Imperm one of their monsters, and they kind of have to negate it, or it gets negated. So regardless, it baits out a negate, right? It gets rid of 1 negate, and that's why Imperm is really good. But again, Lancia in the main deck is 100%, in my opinion, necessary. Now, this is just like a Spanko Spice kind of tech. But I think I might be the first person to be saying Lancia in the main deck. So if you guys see any video, listen, if you guys see any deck profile and they say Lancia is meta and it should be in the main deck, I'm the one who started this, okay? I've been saying this for time now, and anyone in chat, especially you, Spicy, because I know you were in chat for a while, I've been telling you guys in chat, and I've been telling everyone, that Lancia is going to be one of the best main deck cards in the format. So even if you see my video after you see someone else's video, this is my idea. I'm claiming this idea for Spanko, alright? Because I think the card is just too good. Like, okay, I'll bring up matchups why it's just too good. Tri Brigade stops Tri Brigade completely. It hits Dino, of course. So in the mirror match, it's insane against Dino. Against Dragon Link, it's not the best, but it stops all the Chaos plays against Dragon Link. Against Shaddoll, it stops the Schism. Against the Invoked, so even if you're playing Invoked Shaddoll, it stops Invocation. It stops like so many decks in the meta right now. I'm just trying to think off the top of my head what other decks it'll stop. It doesn't stop Drytron too much. Droll is really good against Drytron, and that's why if you wanted to swap these with Drolls, it could be pretty good as well, because Droll is pretty good against scraps, and I mean not scraps but dinos as well, so you could swap these with Droll if you want. I'm trying to think what other meta decks there are right now. I said Shaddoll, I said like the Invoked stuff, I said Dino, I said Tri Brigade. I don't know, I can't think off the top of my head, but Lancia is just so good against pretty much every deck in the format. Do you prefer Ash or Droll? Because I can see that making sense. The reason I prefer Ash over Droll is because in the weird like rogue matchups, Ash is just the best hand trap if you think about it. Like if you think about why Ash is so good, it's actually skyrocketed in price right now too, actually, funny enough. But if you think about why Ash is so good, the reason it's so good is because if you get stuck against those like weird rogue formats, Ash, or not formats, but really rogue decks, Ash is really good. Ash can be really strong. Triple Lost World, 1 Terraforming, obviously, no questions. Triple Fossil Dig, obviously. This is another card that I could see going to 1. And again, if this goes to 1, you just up the accounts for your dinos. Because this replaces your dinos, and so you just up the count for your dinos. Funny enough, if this gets hit to 1, and you up like Archosaur to 2 and Baby to 3, or sorry, Archosaur to 3 and Baby to 3, it could actually low-key be pretty good, and you guys might be like, why would you do that? Even though it doesn't deck thin, technically if I Fossil Dig and my opponent drolls me and I'm in a bad situation, but if I just open combo, like open Arco Baby, then you can't droll me through that. Like you'll still droll after everything resolves, but I'm just saying like I can't just Fossil Dig and you droll me and then I'm like, okay, well now OV Raptor becomes a lot harder to use. Now a lot of my monsters become a lot harder to use. And at least this way with Arco, it's like I still get pill to hand, and if my opponent, let's say, drolls me after I get pill to hand, it doesn't matter because either way, Arco by itself is going to be pill because I go Link Kuriboh Secure Garnet and automatically that's just pill fodder. But then on top of that, like with the OV, I can send Misk. I don't have to add it to my hand. I can send Misk. I can do all that other stuff. So that's why you can still play through Droll if you open combo, but it's a little bit harder to play through Droll if you open Dig. So funny enough, if this gets hit on the ban list, you can still just max out on these, and it's actually not the worst thing in the world. Double pill, obviously, I'm gonna put these here because I think there's glare on this side of my mat, I noticed. So yeah, double pill, obviously. You draw. The reason you play double is because you draw one, you still have to have one for Arco. One Call by the Grave, I think this is necessary right now, especially against a lot of hand traps. And then this should be triple, what's it called? This should be triple Prosperity. I just don't have Prosperity, so we're gonna be, proxying for Extravagance. But these should be Prosperity over Extravagance, I won't lie. The more I test with this deck, though, I'm gonna be honest. The more I test with this deck, the more you actually don't need prosperity. Like when you test on it online or in person, you actually don't need prosperity that much because most of your hands are really, really good hands, anyways. Like everything is 2-card combos. And I'll actually show you guys which hands are 2-card combos. I won't show you the combos because I've done like 3 or 4 combo videos already on the channel. So if you guys want to see the combo videos, it'll be on the channel already. But I'm gonna show you guys what hands do combos, and like there's like 14 of them, I think. Is it 14? I think something like that. But yeah, but if you wanted to play pots, this is a 42 card main deck. 41 card main deck. And the reason I'm playing 41 is, I don't know. I think 41 is fine.
Why'd you play 41 cards?
Because I had 40.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter in Dino. You always open OV Misc anyway.
Nah,
You actually play like 69 cards or something.
If you didn't want to play pots, you can, first of all, you can play 2 pots and then just play 40 cards in the main deck. Or another situation you could do is instead of playing pots, if you don't have them and you just feel like you don't need them, because to be honest, I don't know, I feel like I don't need them sometimes. You could just play like extenders or just another hand trap. Like if you want to fit 2 more hand traps and you fit in 2 more drills, that's another option. But yeah, I don't know. I like giving you guys options. But that's it for the main deck. I think this is like the perfect main deck, to be honest. Okay, so for the extra deck, I mean, it's pretty standard. I would say it's for the extra deck, pretty like just same old. 1 Savage, 1 double Logia, 1 Dolka. The reason I play double Logia, 1 Dolka is because Logia is actually more important, funny enough, because in your combo you end on Apollo, and you don't want to make Apollo and Dolka because that's just redundant. Because like if I already have like 3 negates on Apollo or three counters on Apollo, like I don't need more monster negates. I need spell and trap negates. So that's why we have the Logia, Dweller, Tornado Dragon. I don't know, standard stuff. You can cut you can get 1 Logia. You can play 1-on-1 if you wanted to, and just make this another card. I don't know. It's really up to you. I like 2 Logias just in case somehow it gets out of my extra deck. 1 Apollo. 1 Sword. You can play Access Code instead, but I actually found Sword was a little bit better because a lot of the times you're not going to be making Access Code with like a Link 3 or something. So it just, I don't know. You can play Access Code though. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just playing World Sword. I don't know. I like World Sword. World Sword Conductor is OTK, so that's why I just really like that. Unicorn, Phoenix. I think these are fine. IP. The reason I play IP is this is actually very important. And funny enough, like a lot of people don't play it, and I actually don't see anyone play IP. But the reason I actually like to play IP at 1, or obviously just in the extra deck in general, is because if you get hit with like a Lancia, and if you get hit or you get put in a situation where you're kind of stuck and you get hit by a Drool or a Lancia or something like that, you can just make an IP with like another monster on the board, and then at least you can have some kind of disruption there, right? Some hands, obviously depending on the hand, but some hands you can end on like IP plus Dolka. Right, like in the situations where you're not making Apollo or you get stopped, you make Dolka obviously instead of Logia. You make IP Dolka, and then you have double monster negate plus you have an IP, which is pretty good honestly. So that's why I like playing this. It's kind of like an emergency blind, you know. My combo gets stopped, I can still go off with IP, right? 1 Pentastag just for OTKs going second. The thing with Dino is even though you're playing Scrap Dino and you want to go first, you're still playing Dino, so you can go second. Wyvern, obviously really good. Gardna and then Kribo. This is just kind of obvious stuff. Scrap Wyvern, obviously, for the scrap stuff. You could play, instead of a Logia, a second Logia, you could play like Dugaris. I've seen people play Dugaris for the OTK stuff, but I don't know. I don't really like Dugaris. I never see myself making it. And then again, like if you wanted to do the Phoenix, like Hulk stuff, you would have to cut 1 Logia, probably cut like the Phoenix. You play Unicorn still, you probably have to cut the Phoenix. I think you need 3 spots in your extra deck for it. You need Shooting Riser, Hulk, and Quandrax. So you need 1, 2 cut, and then maybe cut. I think in those builds they don't play IP, but I just hate not playing IP because IP is so good. You can maybe cut Pentastag there, but I think this extra deck is fine. I think it's perfect. But let me show you guys the 2-card combos. So literally, I'm not gonna show you guys the full combos, but these are all the combinations that you can have full combo. So I'm gonna show you how many there are. Like it's actually kind of insane how many hands are full combo. So you could do this, you could do this, you could do this. Obviously, so what is this right now? This is what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so there's 6 here, but technically Lost World could be Lost World Terra, so that's 7. Okay, it could be so that's 7. It could be like Ovi, Fossil Dig, that's 8. It could be Misk, Fossil Dig, that's 9. It could be I did Ovi Baby already. It could be Arco Baby. So I'll get these out of my hands. So what is this? 8? We're at 8 right now or something? Did I say 8? 7, 8? Could be Arco Baby. Could be Arco Petite. Could be, so that's Arco Petite is 1. Arco Baby is another one. Arco Fossil Dig is another one. What else? There's so many. Like, you guys can see like what I mean by there's so many different combos. I lost count. I think we're at 11 or 12. I can't remember exactly what we're at. I think we're at 8, 9, 10, 11. I think 11 or 12. Like, there's so many different hands. You can open any 2-card combo here, and like you still have full combo. Like, that's what's insane about this deck, low key. Like, there's like 14, 15 different ways in this deck you can combo, and that's why I think this deck is insane. That's why I think this deck is actually busted, because there's no bad hands. Every hand, like, again, when you're opening, when there's like 15 different or 16 different ways to get full combo, it's kind of like there's no bad hands. Every hand is going to be full combo. Here, I'll do one test hand. I'll show you guys what I mean. All right, this should be shuffled enough. Let's be honest. I think it's shuffled enough. All right, so yeah, let's cut in half, and then we're gonna go 5 cards: Misk, Ash, Pill, Scrap, Raptor, Fossil. This is full combo. Here, I'll show you guys. So this is our 3 cards in hand. We have Ash and Pill in our hand, which is like not great, but whatever. Fossil Dig, search OV. You're gonna go OV. You already have Misk in hand, so you search Baby here. And if this somehow gets like impermed or something, you have Misk in hand. So let's say your opponent misks you or imperms you or something, you have Misk in hand. But you're gonna go Baby. Then you're gonna go Misk. Banish the Misk. Search or summon the Archosaur. And then Archosaur is gonna pop Baby. Search Pill. And that's why you play 2 Pill. I mean, we opened one, so obviously you guys, if you only played 1, you can't do this, which is unfortunate. You search Pill. Baby is gonna summon another Baby. Ovi is gonna pop Baby. Summon the other Baby. Baby's gonna activate. Summon Scrap Raptor from your deck. What you're gonna do is you're gonna use Scrap Effect, pop itself. Search Chimera. Where's Chimera? There we go. I was like, I'm missing an extra step here. And search Chimera. You're gonna extra normal summon now for a Scrap Monster, so you're gonna normal Chimera. Chimera is gonna summon back Scrap Raptor. Chimera into Wyvern. Wyvern effect, summon back Chimera. Pop Chimera. Summon Golem. And then Scrap Wyvern is gonna have to pop something. So once you summon Golem here, you're gonna pop Baby with Scrap Wyvern, and then Baby's gonna activate now. And you can go for another Misk, but I like to go for Giant Rex here because it's just another monster, it's another extender. And then what you could do here is you're gonna go Golem effect, summon back Chimera, then you go Chimera, Wyvern, and Golem into Apollo. So now I have Apollo with 3. Do I have a die? We have Apollo with 3. Okay. And then you're going to go 1 and 2 into Savage. Summon back, or activate back the Wyvern. I'll just put this here, just so you guys can see. And then you're going to go Pill, Giant Rex, and it doesn't matter. You can go like Chimera. Doesn't really matter. Summon Conductor from deck. So this is, okay, so I've seen people play like, some people are like, why don't you play Overtax? You could actually, funny enough, play Overtax over Tyranno here. If you wanted to. I've seen some people do that. Because if you play Overtax, you can summon Overtax and it becomes another spell or trap negate. And then, yeah, here, Giant Rex is going to summon itself back. And then you're going to make... Well, yeah. So that's full combo. You still have 3 cards in hand. You have an Ash. So right now you have what? 1, 2, 3, 4 negates, 5 negates, plus a disruption. The nice thing is you can pop Scrap Raptor in your hand because it's a Dino. So, or you don't even need to pop Scrap Raptor because you can use Scrap Raptor for next turn. But technically, if you use the Logia effect, you can just pop the Logia with Conductor as a Book of Moon. But yeah, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 disruptions, 5 negates, 1 disruption, and then an Ash. So you have 7 negates here, technically, or 7 disruptions, 6 negates and 1 disruption, and 3 cards in hand still. So that's kind of nasty. And your graveyard is set up. So like I drew a Pill. So like let's say it comes back to my turn. Even if my opponent breaks my full board, I have Pill, and automatically this is already set up for Pill. So let's say like this gets in the graveyard or I use this effect, whatever. I don't know, whatever. My opponent breaks my board, it doesn't really matter. Because I can Pill the Giant Rex and like the Golem away. Okay. Summon another Conductor from my deck. I also top decked the Baby for turn. So technically I could use the Conductor effect. So let's say they break my board, okay? Let's just pretend this whole entire board gets broken. Somehow, some way, my opponent breaks my board, right? And this is my thing, right? So they break my entire board somehow, God knows how, but at this point they break it. I top deck Petite, right? I'm like, okay. Oh, and let's say I even ashed them, and they still broke my whole board. Okay, so then I go pill still on my turn. I can get rid of the ash, and like, doesn't really even matter what else. I'll get rid of the golem. Might as well get rid of the golem. Summon back conductor. Like, you still have conductor and you still have OTK here. Like, this is what's kind of stupid. So like, you have conductor. You're gonna summon the giant Rex back because it's gonna summon itself. And then you can use the conductor effect to pop the Petite in your hand, and then Petite can summon Ovi. And then like, look at this. You still make you still go back to full board. Like, Ovi effect is gonna activate here. You search like, let's say your Miss. You still have a normal summon demon actually. This is after like, let's say they break your entire board. Like, you still have all this, and you can still, like, again, you have a normal summon. So you just normal summon Scrap Raptor here. You can just, I don't know, you can make a rank 4. You can make I'm not playing another Synchro 8, but technically if you wanted to play another Synchro, you can play another Synchro.
Okay, and that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know I kind of went into depth with this and like I went kind of deep in it, but I really wanted you guys to understand my card choices and why I played what I played. I think this format is a really, really good one for Dino players. So if you're a Dino player, rejoice, because this is the format for us. So I'm really excited for this format, but I'm done with Dino content, I promise. I know I've been doing it a lot of it recently, so I'm gonna just go on and go back to doing the other content for you guys. But I really wanted to get this out of the way because Lightning Overdrive just came out, and I really wanted to be, you know, out there for you guys to see. But if you guys have any suggestions, let me know in the comment section down below. Make sure to like and subscribe. That's really all I gotta say. So Spanko signing out. Peace. This is really weird to do with my left hand. Peace. There we go.